So it's the 1st of March and time for me to begin filming a brand new Between the Pages, and I thought that I would kick this one off by talking really quickly about my reading plans. So, or where I'm at with my reading. So I'm about 200 pages from finishing Shadows on the Moon by Zoe Maria. Enjoying this. It's okay, we'll talk more about it later. And then the only book I have left on my winter TBR is Girls of Paper and Fire, and it's not technically spring, I don't think, until the middle of March. So if I can finish Shadows on the Moon and get this one read, then I will consider that a job well done, because I will have finished my winter TBR, so that would be really, really good. So I've had quite a chilled out day today. It's Friday, so it's my day off. Day off being as in I do my vlogging and my blogging and my social media stuff. But this morning there was a special assembly at school, and James and I both went because Eli got into the final of the school's talent show. He is such a sweetheart. He stood up and sang Love Runs Out by One Republic. He didn't win, but it was just, I mean, it's such a big deal to get up at 7 and sing in front of 200 pupils and parents. It's just my heart. So yeah, we did that this morning. That was really sweet. And then that's it. I've come home, I've just been working. I'm going to do a little bit of reading before I've got to go and get the kids. Yeah, I'd really like to get this finished ASAP. It's not that I'm not enjoying it, it's just not quite what I was expecting, and I'm not sure whether I will continue on with the series, but we'll see what the end of the book brings. It might redeem itself, it might have like a stellar ending, and then I'll want to carry on with the series. But anyway, I'm going to get on and finish some work now, but I just wanted to say hello, welcome, let's have a great month of March. It's the start of a new week, and we have got a really, really busy week coming up. Yesterday it was the Liverpool-Everton derby, so James and Eli were at the football. This evening it's the under-21s or under-23s Liverpool-Everton derby, so James is taking both the kids out to that. I've got some work to do this evening, but then I have an evening to myself. Tomorrow is Pancake Day here in the UK, so we're out with some friends, and then we've just got bits and pieces happening the rest of the week, as well as just work in general. And James and I, because we just love being really busy, have started a little side project, so I've got some work to do on that this evening as well. On top of all of that, I mean, I don't talk about my anxiety much on the channel, but when I first started getting anxiety, one of the symptoms was physical pain, and that seems to have reared its head again really, really frustratingly. So I'm suffering quite a bit at the minute, so I'm afraid that if it looks like I'm just always in bed, then probably it's because I'm always in bed, because I'm just struggling with the management of that a little bit. But I promised that these sections this month would be more succinct, so I just came on to give a quick reading update. I still haven't got around to picking up Binti, which was the Bookish Mama's pick for February, but the live for this is not until this coming Sunday, and I mean, look at the size of it. Got plenty of time to pick this up, but I am currently excuse me, I'm currently doing a buddy read with Julie from A Girl and a Book of Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. So this is the sequel to Scythe, which I read and loved last year. The basic premise is that there is no illness, there is no sickness, there is no famine, there is no want, so there is no death. But in order to keep the human population manageable, there are scythes whose job it is to cull people basically, and they have a quota. And the first book, Scythe, follows 2 apprentices as they enter scythedom, and that's all I'm going to say. I really, really enjoyed it. This is a very highly anticipated book for me, and I'm really looking forward to doing my buddy read with Julie. I am only 25 pages in, so I've got quite a long way to go. I think she's quite a bit further than me, but I'm going to give this a go this evening and hopefully make some headway. But as I said, right now I've got some work to do. I've got to get the kids ready to go out to the football, so I will check in later.
So this is my Saturday morning. I've decided to watch the first season of the Great British Bake Off on Netflix because why not?
So I just wanted to come on and do a really quick reading update. I have not managed to get that much reading done in the last week. I haven't even managed to read the Bookish Mama's Pick for February, even though we are now well into March. It just was really not a good show from me. I think because Binti is such a short book, like in my mind I thought that I could just sit and read it in half an hour, but it's meant that I've just not picked it up and I've kind of missed the boat for it a little bit, I think. But I am currently still reading Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. Pretty sure I talked about this in my last clip. I am buddy reading this with Julie from A Girl in a Book. I've just passed chapter 27, just over 300 pages in, so I've got a short amount to finish, and I'm pretty sure in the next few days I should be able to get this done. I've got no plans. I've got evenings to myself today, tomorrow and Wednesday, so that's 3 evenings this week when I should be able to get some solid reading done, and I would really hope to have this finished in the next day or so. I'm really enjoying it. I'm not sure if this is the final book or if there is a third one. I've sort of assumed that it's a trilogy, because if it's not, then I'm expecting big things from this last section. I'm kind of at the point where I have a lot of questions bubbling along and bubbling up, and I really want to know what happens, and I feel like I'm at the point where it's all just gonna take off. So yeah, if there isn't another book, then I'm expecting all my questions to be answered in the next 200 pages or so, which will be interesting to see. But yeah, really enjoying it. Really enjoying doing my buddy read. I love Julie and I love reading with her and listening to her thoughts. But yeah, right now I've got to make some dinner. Eli has drums on a Monday, so I've got to make some dinner and get him to drums, and then when I get in, I'm probably going to be really old and make myself a hot water bottle, get into bed and do some reading. So I will check in with you later. So it's Friday, I'm working from home today as usual, but I've been quite quiet this week, so I wanted to just check in and give you a really quick reading update. So at the start of the week I finished reading Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman, and oh my goodness, I loved this book. I really enjoyed Scythe, and I didn't think that this would be able to compare, but oh my goodness, it ended on such a cliffhanger, and I have already pre-ordered the third one, which I think comes out in paperback in September this year maybe. But yeah, such a good ending. I cannot believe how it ended. I was kind of on the fence a little bit about how I would feel. It was okay. There were quite a lot, I think I mentioned this before, he introduced quite a lot of new characters and quite a lot of different story arcs, and I couldn't think how he was going to wrap them all up. Obviously he isn't, because there is a final book coming out, but I found it a little bit overwhelming, but the ending was just oh my goodness, I can't even properly formulate. I definitely need to sit and think about this before I do my wrap up, because I need to be a bit more coherent about it, but really enjoyed it. And then now I'm reading the last book on my winter TBR, and that is Girls of Paper and Fire. I've taken the dust jacket off. It's got these gorgeous sprayed pink pages, but yeah, I've taken the dust jacket off. I'm not too far in, I'm about 25 pages in, so I've got quite a lot left to read, but I'm hoping to get this finished by the end of the weekend, I would hope. So yeah, really enjoying this. Not, as I said, I'm not too far in, so I can't really share my thoughts, but what I have discovered so far is that we are in a world inspired by Malaysia, and there are 3 different castes, and each caste has, I think the paper caste is the lowest, and they are normal humans. Then you have steel caste, which are humans that have slight animalistic qualities, although I think they refer to them as demons in this. And then they have the highest caste, which I can't remember the name of, and they are full demon, animal, human things. So that was a very garbled explanation. I'm hoping as I get a bit further into the story I will be able to give you a bit of a better summary of the book. But so far our protagonist is a paper cast young girl, and she has been taken by the High Prince or someone. That's where I'm at right now. So we shall see how I get on with that, but right now I've got a ton of work to do, so I'm gonna get on. Hello everyone, so it's Saturday afternoon, it's about 3:30, and I just wanted to do a really quick reading check-in with you. Although, to be honest, sorry, that's Pepper's claws, you can hear clacking on the floor, and to be honest, I haven't actually done that much reading since I last updated you. I'm not even 50 pages into Girls of Paper and Fire, although this isn't a reflection on the book at all. I've just not been in the mood to read that much. I've been watching a lot of Netflix, a lot of YouTube videos, and just not really doing very much, but I'm trying to rouse myself now because I need to film. And then this evening we are going out for dinner to, we're going to a friend's house for some food, just me and James, so that should be nice. The weather, I mean, to be honest, I really could have spent the day reading because the weather here is absolutely miserable. I will try to show it you in a second. It's just windy and wet and cold. But on another note, let me turn it round. This is the weather situation. It's just horrible, miserable British weather. But I did want to show you, I got a new blanket delivered today, and just look at this. Oh, it's just huge. It's huge and cozy, and it's got like, where's the other side of it? It's got like this brown side, which I probably won't use so much, but this grey, I mean, it is so soft and so cozy. I can't even tell you. It just, oh. So yeah, I might actually, once I've finished filming, I'm probably just gonna sit under this, get cozy in the horrible weather, and do some reading. We shall see. We shall see how I feel. But yeah, now I really need to get on and do a bit of filming, otherwise I'm going to regret that next week. And then hopefully make a bit more progress with this, because 47 pages is just not, it's just not great, is it? Not at all. Baby going to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say night night.
Daddy.
Is that the daddy? Haha. See you. Who can we see?
Summer.
Summer. Summer and Jess. I don't know why I didn't start talking then. So it's just coming up to 7:30 and I'm about to go and pick the kids up. I'm about to get out of the car and go and get the kids from their school disco, and I have a feeling that they're going to be absolutely hyped to the max. But we've got, as I might have mentioned, I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, we've got a little secret project going on next week. So they've actually got 4 days off, so none of us are in work or school now until next Friday, which is very, very exciting. So they've got a bit of time now to kind of unwind and chill out, but I just have this feeling that they're going to be so hyped up. Can't wait. So pleased that James has been away for 2 days. So pleased. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. So it's the final day of March. Had a lovely slow morning. The kids bought me some Dior perfume, which is gorgeous, and a copper and creamy globe thing, which I can show you in a bit. I'm not describing that very well at all. The sun is shining. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous spring day. I'm going to go and sit in the garden and do some reading. So I'm currently reading Kate Atkinson's transcription, but I do need to try and finish this because I still have the Bookish Mama's book for March to read, which is The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock, I want to say. I always get that name wrong. I think it's The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock. So I need to read that. So I really, really want to make some progress with this today. But yeah, we're just having a really chilled out Mother's Day. Yeah, just gonna have a roast dinner in a bit. We're doing some odd jobs around the house. As I said, the sun is shining. It's a gorgeous day, and I'm gonna go and enjoy it. Wow.
The keys for the garage.
That looks so good. Oh, that looks so good.